Hey everyone, it is Caslo and we're back with some more highlights from my Endwalker playthrough. Last time we defeated Zodiark and then got an ominous premonition. So things aren't looking too great. So we're going to be picking up right after that and I will see y'all afterwards. Ooh. Is that our aetherite? That big round thing? No, it's down there. I love the Final Fantasy IV fanfare here. There's so many of them.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiark, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Aetheris to safety! Our time has come, my friends! Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps?
This music is so good. When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? Group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? He's used to armor teen-sized people. This isn't a nursery, after all. But perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? Kinda sucks that they didn't take the time to rename the Junkmonger and Mender to, like, Junking Way and Mending Way. That would have been great.
My name is Livingway, and we are the Lotharics, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens. The people of Aetheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiark's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Here, we have Aetheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiark around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade, a calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Etheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Etheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Etheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
Hold up.
Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems.
This is what the Lunarians
We ought
did.
to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail. No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges?
Charlian.
Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Hydaelyn herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Little berry carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Etheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
I also want to look up Lunarians.
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Yeah, I was right. The Lunarians' plan in 4 was their planet was dying, and so they jumped on a moon and we're looking for a better planet, which is what the plan is here for the Lolliprince. That's my colors. How's that look with the eyes? Kind of just like the black and the natural color on it, actually. If you're wondering, yeah, those are my colors. The like black and turquoise blue. So this set's gonna be freaking great. So yeah, once I'm done with it, or actually I might just buy a cheap one to throw on my glamour dresser. Those crystals look like the crystal that we did in the empty on the first. Dude, the Final Fantasy IV battle theme! Dude, they went all out for this. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. So did they just convert all the food into carrots? Because that would be hilarious. Great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. There's a satisfying crunch as you sink your teeth into the orange skin. A warm tingling sensation runs down your spine. With a second bite, a wave of euphoria washes over you and you drown in bliss. Last, as you finish, the elation fades, leaving you with a desperate craving for another carrot. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. But what if I don't like carrots? You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Worry not. We have pureed versions on hand if you haven't had time to chew. I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else? But our primary concern was efficiency. What's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Only thing I don't like about this body piece is it's not going to be great for the story because it blocks this part of my face. I love that the robots are little rabbits. That's kind of cute. Alright, you're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion for you today? A fashionable and refined ensemble. Fashionable, right. This will only take a moment. It's like starter gear. We should try my clothes, really. Of course, it would be my honor. Do you have something in mind? Surprise me. I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. Why, don't we look splendid? Result of much trial and error. I know quality work when I see it. Shush, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon, and we Lollipots in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Also, it's hilarious that they gave them masks, considering all they knew were the Armututians? This plan of evacuating and escaping the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidelin's love for Aetherius, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote our saves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. He's worried about Reen.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
Poor guys, they've been doing this for us and they just don't know.
If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
He's gonna have to lie to us again.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Magic pots! Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they'll meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forestall all one knows cannot be made lightly. Can you not figure out that it's Charlie? It's just obvious. Are we getting a fucking stealth mission with Urianger now? Goddamn stealth missions. They sure love stealth missions in this expansion.
That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Sad, he's still so haunted. Stolla's been looking all over for you, Caslow. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent. Dire, even. She's also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Caslow alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianger. But worry not, it just happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. Quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we Lolliprits. We would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. It's convenient, suspiciously convenient. Are you insinuating I would betray the trust of Heideland's Chosen? Or worse, do anything to risk getting on Stolla's bad side? She's clearly not one to be crossed. We're made to wait. Now, off with you. Worry not, Caslow. I shan't be long. You try using these balls of moose flesh, not to be confused with the other thing. Runningway's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you have no trouble finding him in a crowd. When you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Try lobbing your balls at him. I suspect the Lolliprits are up to something. But if there's aught to be learned of the final days, I think it best we play along, for now at least. Growing away enough. You have naught else to tell us of the final days. You need only say so. You can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be the perfect paradise for the people of Aetherius. We're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but fault and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential. The others must be kept here. So that's Livingway's game. Run us around in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Arianche. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. Here you've misjudged us, Growingway. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of banding Aetherius and her reflections to their doom. There is a way to avert the final days. I wish to find it. We all do. It may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. We dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argus awaits outside.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetherius and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Livingway, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your works want not for repair, yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singingway, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetherius are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit, and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name
is Puddingway.
Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
It's our fourth color? A flower. How came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we called it ellipsis, or opus. You do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Atheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
So there we are. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of today's highlights. And if you want to see more, be sure to click that subscribe button. You'll get to see all my videos as soon as they go live. There's also links in the description below to my Twitch channel where you give me a follow and know anytime I go live, as well as links to my social media and a link to my Discord channel if you want to be part of the daily community. With that said, I'll see everybody next time. Take care.